Hello loves, I'm back to remind you once again to use up products you already own. So that means we're doing a full face of nothing new. As always, grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it and do some glam using stuff we already have in our collection. So today we're going to switch it up and I'm going to do my makeup out of my usual order. I kind of just want to see what the end result is going to be like, and I just thought we would do something a little bit different. Even though it's not new products, we're going to do a little new step-by-step routine. So I'm going to actually start with my complexion today, which is very out of my comfort zone because you guys know I do my brows first always. But we're going to just experiment today and switch it up. So I'm going to start off with my Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Acid Mist from ColourPop. This smells like coconut. It actually smells identical to the ColourPop Dewy or Elf Dewy Coconut Mist, which is one of my favorites. This smells just like it. So it's meant to be kind of like a MAC Fix Plus, where it's going to hydrate your skin and pretty much just refresh it in between layers or before or after your makeup, but it's not really going to set your makeup down. Then I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Primer. This is another product that I have not used in a while, and I remember loving this. So this is definitely an old favorite. Oh wow, it feels much more runny than what I remember. It's supposed to just hydrate the skin and extend makeup. I believe this leaves like a little bit of a tacky base, if I remember correctly. It kind of smells like the Glow Recipe watermelon drops a little bit. It definitely feels like a hydrating serum. So we're gonna let that fully absorb and then we're gonna go into foundation. It feels so wrong doing my makeup without having my brows done first because I feel like that's always the frame and the base for the rest of the products. And by the way, on my lips, I just have on a little bit of the Fenty Skin Cherry Lip Oil. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I really like these. For skin tints, I actually grabbed two because I kind of wanted to compare both and see how they look side by side because I really enjoy them both. So for high end, I have the Hydrating Skin Tint Veil from Hourglass, which is a beautiful, very natural, lightweight skin tint. And then I also have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Skin Tint, which is an affordable one that I love. You can get this on Amazon. I don't know if it's available at the drugstore, but I want to kind of just see how these compare and how these look side by side, just because like I said, I really like them both. So let's start with Hourglass first, and then I'm going to use my one size sponge. I cannot get enough of this, you guys. Like, I love my makeup brushes, but I have not really been using them too much ever since I discovered this sponge. It is so freaking good. So this is gorgeous. I also feel like it's a little bit smoothing too, as are most Hourglass products, to be honest. So this is a really good skin tint. I love it. And now on the other side, I'm not saying it's a dupe. I kind of was just looking through my collection and I'm like, let me compare these two because I really love this one from Wet n Wild too. Did I just get that on me? I've been ruining my clothes with makeup. Seriously, it's so annoying. I did get it in, I got it like inside my little jacket that I'm wearing. Hold on, bleeding through a little bit. Always happens. That's the thing with this dropper packaging. I'm so like always wanting to do that directly on my skin, but I probably shouldn't because I've ruined so much of my clothes with makeup. Anyways, back to business. I got this new cleaner though, actually from TJ Maxx, that I'm gonna try because I have a bunch of clothes, like I said, with makeup stains. They're so hard to come out, especially foundation and lip products. And I'm gonna use the other side of the sponge. So this doesn't have a lot of coverage. You can see I have this zit here and you can still pretty much see it, but I have a more fuller coverage concealer, so I thought we could kind of just balance everything out. So I don't think that these are necessarily dupes. I feel like the one from Hourglass is slightly just more smooth on the skin, but Wet n Wild is a beautiful, also really hydrating skin tint. They're both hydrating. They're both going to give you super natural lightweight coverage. I think I'm just going to add a little bit more. I feel like whenever I use a sponge versus a brush, I can kind of add a little bit more product and it's more forgiving just because it just doesn't feel like I'm applying as much product with the sponge versus with the brush. I don't know. This is something else that I love to do. Whenever I have like two of my favorite complexion products, I will sometimes mix them, and sometimes they look even better together versus individually. Concealer of the day, Too Faced Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. The packaging is fantastic. It's like as big as a foundation, honestly. For bronzer, I'm going to use my ColourPop Bronze Stick. This one is in Moonstone Beach. This is a really good dupe for the Rare Beauty bronzer stick, which is another one of my favorites. I do like this one, but I honestly feel like the one from ColourPop is the same exact thing. They both just have that beautiful, very creamy blend. And it's a really just easy product to work with. You cannot mess it up. And this brush that I'm using is actually one of my favorites. It's the Metamorphosis MB021. It's just like an angled brush, but it's a little bit more dense. I love it because it fits really nicely around the perimeters. The palette of the day is the Natasha Denona Glam Face Palette. This is the dark one. And I'm actually going to use the blush that comes in here. So you get a blush, a highlighter, and then 5 eyeshadows. So I'm going to go into this really pretty reddish tone blush. BK Beauty 109 brush. The blush is so pigmented. I forgot actually how pigmented these palettes are. Oh my gosh, I feel naked with my face like this with no eyebrows. I feel like I need a little bit more concealer, maybe a little bit more brightness. The color that I have is Golden Beige from Too Faced. I think I need a smidge of a lighter color. I have another color here, Shortbread. And I'm gonna do a touch of this just in the inner corner. And then this is a new brush from Eco Tools. I picked this up at Ulta. It's the Precise Concealer Brush. I thought it would possibly be a dupe for the BK Beauty A506. It's not, but it's still a good brush. And last time, when I picked it up, it was $5, but last time I looked, it was on sale at Ulta and it was literally like $3. So it's not an exact dupe for BK Beauty, but it's still a really good brush for, just like the name says, Precise Concealer. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, that helped so much. It just brightened up the eyes a little bit. You know what my makeup reminds me of right now? When you are, I don't know if you guys do this, but before the shower is sometimes the times when I like to play with makeup the most. Because you know you're about to get in the shower, you're about to wash it all off anyway, but it's like a fun time to play with makeup. So that's kind of what my makeup looks like right now. I don't really see the vision. To me, the complexion, it doesn't look good because I don't have my eyebrows done. It's weird. I know I have a lot of blush on, but I want to use this one from Essence. It's the Baby Got Blush. And this one, I don't know what the color is. It's just like a little pink blush stick. It smells so good. Literally just like lip smackers. I love it. It's like Juicy Fruit lip smackers, but it's just like a little mini baby blush and it's pink. And I just want to add a little bit right to the apples of my cheeks, just to give it that really light pinky flush. I know the blush was more of like a reddish tone, but I want to just bring a little bit of pink to the center of the face. For powder, I'm going to use the Rosita Loose Setting Powder from Dominique Cosmetics. It's a pink powder. Oh, this is so pretty. This is like a light baby pink. This one, it just gives like this very light, bright look. You could still see the pink, but it's very soft. I like that. I need to use this. There's so many products. Like if I really wanted to, I could just stop buying makeup and have enough makeup to last me like literally for the rest of my life and even beyond that. So pretty and so smooth. I really love Dominique Cosmetics. Even her concealer is bomb as well. I'm gonna set everything with my One Size Turn Up the Base Foundation Powder. This one is in Light 3 NG. This is actually perfect because I'm wearing skin tints today. So I wanted a powder that had a little bit more coverage versus other powders where they're just going to set your makeup down. This one is going to give you a little extra because it is a powder foundation, and that's exactly what I needed. Let's bronze up the skin with the Velvet Bronzer from House Labs, and this one is in medium level 5. Pretty. I like this bronzer actually. That went on so nicely. I love this 111 brush from BK Beauty for bronzer. It's a little bit bigger, but it's very like firm, fluffy, but dense. And I love to pretty much just press my bronzer in Also pulled out another one from the archives. This is the powder blush palette from e.l.f. in the shade Light. e.l.f., we need multiple variations of these palettes. I always say I think it would be really cool if e.l.f. did a revamp on some of their OG products and just revamped them, maybe repackaged them, added more shades, changed the formulas, made them even better. You know what I mean? But this is actually a really good little blush palette. So I'm gonna just mix these two colors and then I'm gonna add a little bit of this right to the apples of my cheeks. I'm gonna do highlighter later, so I just want a little bit of blush. These are really pigmented as well. And then I just spot clean these brushes and I'm gonna add some of that really light baby pink. Oh, that was really light. Actually looks kind of cute though, but I think I did more than what I originally wanted. Okay, I definitely added more than what I wanted and I love it. You know when you do something by accident and then you're like, wait a minute, that actually turned out really cute. My eye makeup is going to be very warm, but I still wanted like a touch of pink on the cheeks, and that was like a really, really pretty color. This one right here, it's the prettiest light pink, but I love how you have the warmer blushes to kind of just balance everything out. Since I always do brows first, we're going to do brows last today. So let's move into the eyeshadow. I'm going to go in with the Rare Beauty eye primer, of course. Now this feels really wrong because eyebrows are part of the eyeshadow, in my opinion. I think the only thing that I'm going to do is just outline underneath of my eyebrows just so that it's kind of mapped out a little bit. I'm using NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Black. I'm just going to go right underneath just so we at least have that there. I'm going to just do them last. Let's move into the eyes. So Glam Face Palette from Natasha Denona. These are fabulous. Especially this one, this just screams fall right here. It's a perfect warm tone palette. So let's start off with this shade right here, Smoke. I typically do a lighter color in the crease as my transition shade, but we're gonna go dark first. With a smaller blending brush, I'm gonna use that soft transition color. The shades are actually labeled in here as well. So we have this one here, Outer Corner, Transition, Smoke, Inner Corner, and Crease, if you wanted to follow it. That pink blush from e.l.f., by the way, is probably my favorite thing that I applied on my face. It looks so good. Also gives like this really pretty glow. I was gonna add some highlighter, but I might not even need it with that blush. See, that looked a little crazy. The eyeshadow at first, I know it did, but trust the process is what I always say. And trying not to use an excess amount of eyeshadow. Like I feel like I just have a heavy hand naturally, but I'm trying to actually not do that and be a little bit more light-handed because I don't want to get a ton of fallout on my face because then it's going to ruin my makeup. That's the main reason why I typically always do my eyes first, because I just know myself. But I do find it satisfying though when I watch somebody's get ready with me and they are doing their eyes after. So I just wanted to try it for myself, but I think I will continue to just do it how I do it because it's just how I like, you know? We all are creatures of habit at the end of the day, I'm sure. A lot of you can relate. Like, who's really switching up their makeup routine? This looks crazy. Every single time they do their makeup, definitely will be doing brows first forever until the day I take my last breath and I can't do my makeup anymore. Also was mixing a little bit of this crease color in there as well. It's like a reddish brown. Okay, now the fun part, we're gonna add these shimmers on the lid. I'm debating mixing them because they look really pretty. We have like this reddish tone copper and then this like champagne golden color. Oh, look at those. They look so pretty. Let's see how they look mixed. So this is like that coppery brown. And then that's it over top. The other lighter shade. Let's just do the dark brown first. These are going to apply best with your finger based on experience with using the lighter palette. Ooh, I love that. That's so pretty. I just randomly thought of that. Chocolate raspberry. That's what the eyes are reminding me of. That means emoji of the day for this video, a chocolate bar. My favorite chocolate, actually, the Dove chocolates. Dove does everything right, honestly, even their chocolate. I have the most perfect eyeliner for this makeup look, and that is the NYX Epic Wear liner stick in burnt sienna. If you have brown eyes, even if you have green eyes, I think this is your color. And if you have lighter eyes, I would go with something maybe a little bit more copper to make your eyes pop. So it's basically a very rich plum burgundy. It kind of looks like Pillow Talk. Oh my gosh, I was out of focus the whole time. Hello. I'll do the other eye and show you. But it kind of reminds me of Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury a little bit. And I'm also kind of smudging it right on the lash line. NYX in general has a lot of good eyeliner colors. Again, it's in burnt sienna, but if you have lighter eyes, maybe you might want to do something more copper. Warm tones are definitely going to make your eyes pop. And another eyeliner I love is the Epic Ink Liner, also from NYX, and this one is in Milk Chocolate. It has that very fine brush tip. We're going to do a wing. I'm going to try to do an inner corner wing with this as well. We'll see how it turns out. Oh my gosh, I think this is a little bit too light. It's like the same color as the eyeshadow, maybe a little bit lighter. So I actually took the liner stick in burnt sienna and I just applied that instead over top because the Milk Chocolate liner was a little bit too light. So I just figured, let me do the same eyeliner top and bottom, and I love it. And then for mascara, I'm gonna use the Worth the Hype Waterproof from NYX. I've actually been really loving this, and I haven't heard anybody talk about this mascara, but it is so good. Oh great, I just got mascara on my lids. When that happens, let that dry and then take a Q-tip and it should come right off, but the key is just letting it dry. I'm sure a lot of you guys know that, but in case you didn't. For lips, I'm going to use the Beauty Bible lip liner in Francesca and Carly. I'm going to start off with Francesca first, which is a dark brown. And then I'm going to do Carly to kind of blend in the edges. One of my favorite center shades when it comes to my lip combos is from Milani, the Color Fetish matte lipstick in the shade Pleasure. I also love the color Tease. It's more of a brown based nude. This one has a little bit more of like a pinky undertone, but the perfect center shade with all of your lip combos is this right here. Never fails me, so comfortable, feels like high end. The best lipstick. If I could only use one, it would be this one. You could totally leave it like this. I love just the lip liner lipstick combo because it actually feels really comfortable. The lipsticks are so creamy. They have a matte finish, but the formula is not drying. Same with the lip liners. They actually went on really nicely. But if you love a glossy finish, you will love this Dominique Cosmetics lip gloss in creamer. It's pretty much creamer for your lip combos. It's gonna lighten up any lip combo. It is the most universal nude shade. It literally looks like concealer, but it is the most beautiful lightweight gloss. And I'm just gonna put that right in the center. And this just gives a light gloss. You see, it's not too much, so it really is the most perfect creamer for your lip combos. Now I'm gonna just take off that mascara with a Q-tip. See, it comes right off. And you know, this is what I love about these kind of darker smoky eyes. If you do get any little mess ups, you can just smudge it away and it just goes with the look because it's very smoky and dark anyways. Let's officially do the eyebrows. This is the most satisfying part of my makeup routine. Let's start off with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Black. And then I like to fill in my brows with the shade Espresso because it's a little bit lighter. Brows are on. Now we have to clean them up. I'm gonna just use my Too Faced concealer. This one is the one in Golden Beige. I'm gonna just go right under with the tiniest amount of product. Then with a little blending brush, I'm just gonna blend that into the eyeshadow. Last step in my brow routine is a little Ardell brow glue. So I'm gonna add some of this just to fluff up my brows. I do like the way they look just like this though too. This stuff dries so quick, you have to work quickly with it. So you have to spoolie through and pretty much shape your brows how you want, otherwise they're just gonna dry. So I'm gonna set everything down. Like I said earlier, the spray from ColourPop is more so a refreshing hyaluronic acid spray, so it's more hydrating than anything. So I want to just really seal everything in with Milani Make It Last. This is actually going to set your makeup, hold it down into place, and this one has a matte finish, which I like, and I have a tiny bit left, so I just want to use it up, honestly. I'm literally in love with this makeup look and the products that I used. Even though I did my makeup all out of order today, it still looked better than what I was expecting. It was a trust the process kind of makeup look. I will continue doing my makeup the way that I normally do. I just wanted to do something a little bit different, but it actually turned out so good. I'm literally obsessed with everything that I used. 10 out of 10. So this is your sign. Use the products you already own. Don't forget to show the stuff you already have in your collection some love, because at the end of the day, as much as we all love the new makeup, we don't need any of it. Thank you guys so much for being here and hanging out with me. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every week, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye.